Hello, scholars. So today what we're going to review is how to convert meters to centimeters and centimeters to meters. So looking at this is a meter stick. I will hold it up in a minute against myself to show you how long it is. But with the meter stick, if you can see, it starts here at 0 and it has a nice skip count by 10. 10s, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and it goes all the way up to 100. So what that means is that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So I'm going to just draw, since this is such a large meter stick that I can't fit it in the screen, I'm going to just draw a model for myself to refer back to. So we have, I'm going to do 50 in the middle first, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I can see that we have 100 centimeters here on our meter stick. 90, 100. Okay, so sometimes when we have to solve different problems, what we need to do is that they're going to be giving us how many meters there is, but the number of centimeters is going to be a mystery. So for example, let's say we had 3 meters. I'm going to use M to represent meter. And we need to figure out how many centimeters that is. So 3 meters equals how many centimeters? So what that means is that I have 3 meter sticks, and I'm going to draw a model here to help show what that means. So I have 1 meter stick, and this is 100 centimeters. I have another meter stick, another 100 centimeters, and a third meter stick, which is 100 centimeters. So since I have, as we can see in my model, equal groups, I have 3 equal groups. I'm going to use 3 equal groups. Multiplication shows equal groups. 3 equal groups, and how many are in each group? 100. So 3 times 100 is going to show me how many centimeters is in 3 meters. 100, 200, 300. And I know when I'm multiplying by tens or 100s, I'm going to do 3 times 1 equals 3, and then I'm going to use the zeros to show the place values of 100. So we have 300. So this is why we use multiplication, we use multiplication because we have equal groups of 100 centimeters. So let's use one without drawing a model. So let's say I have 8 meters, and I need to figure out how many centimeters that is. So what I can always do, I do not need to memorize that there's 100 centimeters here. They're usually going to be referring back to that for us and have a key. So I'm going to look at the key and think, okay, well, how many meters? I have 8 meters. Well, how many centimeters are in those meters? 100. So that means I'm going to have 8 groups, or 8 meter sticks, and each meter stick has 100 centimeters in it. So we have 8 meters times 100 centimeters, and that's going to give us 8 times 1 is 8 with 2 zeros. So 800 centimeters. So my answer is 800. I forgot to write my answer up here. 300. All right, well, let's say we have the opposite. Sometimes we're going to have, we don't know how many meters there are, and we need to figure out how many centimeters. So I measured my apartment with a piece of string. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit to show you this big, huge, large piece of string that I used. So bear with me a little bit. Let's see if I can get this. Oh no, I'm upside down. Let me see if I can flip. Flip. There we go. Okay. So I measured my apartment from one side all the way to the other side, and it ended up being 500 centimeters. Look at this. This is huge. I have a ton of string. It's just so much string. 500 centimeters, this is a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it up into equal groups. So that way I can see how many meters there are. So I'm going to use my meter stick and I'm going to measure out 100 pieces, 100 centimeters. All right, so here's 100 centimeters. So that's going to be 1 meter. Where's my scissors? Scissors. Okay, so now I have 1 meter. I'll put that down so we can draw that later. All right, now let me measure out another 100 centimeters. 100 centimeters. 2 meters. 1, 2. Let's do another one. 3 centimeters. Okay, let's see. 3 centimeters. Sorry, pardon me. 3 meters. Let's do another one. Let's see. And 4 meters. And we got one more here. Let's see. And there we go. 5 meters. So what I did here was I had a total of 500 centimeters. I'm going to move you back down a little bit so I can show you on a piece of paper. So what I did was I had a total of 500 centimeters. All this string was in one long piece. And total, it measured 500 centimeters. So what I then did, so I'm going to draw, let's do it this way because we had that. So I had this big, long piece of paper, string, a big, long piece of string. And it was a total of 500 centimeters. But we needed to change that into meters. So what I know is that there's 100, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So what I'm going to do is divide that up. I'm going to chop it up and divide. So here's 100 centimeters or 1 meter. Here's another 100 centimeters or another 1 meter. 100 centimeters, 1 meter. 100 centimeters, 1 meter. 100 centimeters, 1 meter. And I can add that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in total, I had 5 meters. So 5 meters equals 500 centimeters. So we can always draw a model and chop it up like this. Or another way that you can do it is you can take your total of 500 centimeters, and I know that there are 100, if I'm going to be putting them into equal groups, I'm going to be taking them out and putting 100 in each group. I'm putting 100 in each group, so I'm going to divide by 100. And then I will get how many meters that it is. So when I'm dividing these big numbers here, I'm going to take, I have 2 zeros here that I'm dividing, so I'm going to take away the 2 zeros here. So 5 divided by 1 is 5 meters. So let's check it out as the work that we're going to be doing today. So the work you're going to be doing today is you're going to be doing conversion tables. They're called conversion tables. So one side is going to be meters and one side is going to be centimeters. We'll do 2 examples here. So let's say we have, we already did 3, didn't we? Let's do 4 meters, let's do 700 centimeters, and let's do 6 meters. So we're going to have to fill in the blanks here. So this one is 4 meters. I need to figure out how many centimeters is 4 meters. So remembering I have 4 meters, so if I wanted to use a strategy of drawing the model, I could draw 1 meter has 100, another meter has 100, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 100. And then I can add them up, 100, 200, 300, 400. Oh, so I can erase that and put in 400 as my answer. Another strategy, since I know that there's equal groups, I can do 4 times 100, which equals 400. All right, the next one, we have 700 centimeters. Sorry for that little small mistake. 700 centimeters, and I'm going to be putting them into meters. And I know that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting them into equal groups of 100 to see how many meters there are. So since I have my total of 700, so I'm going to put my total of 700, and I'm going to put them into equal groups. And each group will have 100. So I'm going to divide 700 divided by 100. I can show my model here. So here's 1, or 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, or how many meters is that? This is 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters, 5 meters, 6 meters, 7 meters. So my answer is 7 meters. All right, and then you'll also see as the pattern is going here, we have 4 meters, 400, 7, 700, 6. What is the pattern? If the pattern continues, how many centimeters would that be? If we are going to have meters, 2 centimeters. Stop and try to solve that one on your own. So we have 6. What operation will I be using here with 100? Am I going to multiply because I have equal groups and I need to find the total of centimeters? Or do I know the number of 10 centimeters, so I need to divide by 100? If you chose multiply, then you were correct. 6 times 100 is 600.